use what we call as the bridge ads. Bridge ads. So there's a bridge between ABM campaigns that you're running and also the ads, right? So these ads are like creating a bridge, creating an extension of account-based marketing, not just with respect to email and LinkedIn messages, but it extends to Google ads and LinkedIn ads and like so on, right? So we call it the bridge ads. It's a term that we have come up with. So the bridge ads is the connection layer between the account-based marketing and the PPC, and also LinkedIn ads, and also social ads, right? So that's the bridge, right? It connects ABM campaigns to PPC and social, especially Google ads and Bing ads and LinkedIn ads, especially in this area, right? Real-time activation. So the second area is real-time. For example, if something is happening, the ad is running real-time. It is more than just a retargeting ads. Okay, traditional retargeting ads, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are aware of, in which somebody lands up in a landing page and then, they go to LinkedIn and then they start seeing retargeting ads, and they go to Meta and they start seeing retargeting ads. That is there for a very long time. But what we are talking about is, ABM, account-based ads. So these ads are not just retargeting, but it's also an outreach ads. That means you want to reach out to those accounts, those important accounts, those important decision makers based on the behavior. That means based on what they are doing on your apps and website. And also, if they are totally cold, that means you just want to target those accounts and those decision makers with your ads, because obviously with email and LinkedIn messages, you can only do so much, right? But with ads, it opens a new plethora of opportunities. Okay. Combine CRM, CDP, and ad data for precision. So this is where this marriage happens. The CRM, where your sales data is, the CDP, where your product data is, and then ad. So all these three things can be connected together. And the CRM, the CDP, you don't need CDP for the most part unless you're using CDP for your product related data. I'm just using for the training sake here. But even if you have just a CRM, for example, if you have only got HubSpot CRM and ad account, it works perfectly fine. And not every B2B company, uses CDP, and that's okay as well. If you're using CRM, and something like a HubSpot acts like a CDP as well in many ways in today's DNA. Okay, and Salesforce has its own CDP, which I'm not going to get into in detail. All right, and then closes loop between sales and marketing, and this is the bridge ads. Actually, it's like a loop between the sales and the marketing, right? So the marketing team is running ads based on the input from the sales team, in terms of ABM. So it's a very interesting arena. It's a very interesting playground that has opened up thanks to the new tools and technology which is now available. So we'll talk more about this. Okay. So this is how visually bridge ads look like. So there are signals and intent. Those goes into the CRM and the CDP sync. For example, signals and intent is it can be top 100 companies who are between $50 to $100 million. And also you can add more signals. Like, for example, these companies have just been acquired or done a M&A or raise a fund or launching a new product or hiring a CTO or whatever. So whatever the signal intent is, all these data can be pushed into the CRM and the CDP. Okay. And of course, you can activate your email outreach and LinkedIn outreach. Obviously, you can do that, but you can also activate ads. That means you only run ads, Google ads and LinkedIn ads and Meta ads only to those accounts. That is what we're talking about, right? And then, just check your pipeline loop. That means see whether your pipeline is getting increased. Okay, whether you're getting more leads, more traction, whether your pipeline sales velocity is increasing. Create a feedback loop and see how it is going on. And then put the feedback loop back into your CRM and the CDP. And then this loop continues. So that's in super simplicity what bridge ad is, right? It is like ABM but on steroids. It's like ABM but not for email and LinkedIn message, but for ads, right? It's super interesting, and if you can do this well, the opportunities and the possibilities are just immense. Why ABM and PPC must unite? Okay, because we are now living in an era where people are getting bombarded with email and LinkedIn messages left, right, and center. Okay, so in many ways, ad is also a soft outreach. You need to see ads as now as a tool set for a soft outreach. That means, email outreach and LinkedIn outreach is kind of a hard outreach, right? You're just coming to their inbox and then you're trying to establish a relationship. Think of ads as a soft outreach. That means, you're just basically nurturing them, making them aware of your presence. You can educating them. A lot can be done through ads, and it feels a lot less intrusive to your customers if they're seeing your ads as compared to just getting your messages and emails on day by day, every single day. Ads are much better in that case, right? So ABM brings the focus. Account-based marketing, and in principle, brings the focus. That means you only want to focus on certain category of accounts and people. Okay, so the focus is there, which is brought by ABM, but PPC brings the reach, right? You know very well that you cannot send more than 25 messages a day on LinkedIn, right? So there's only so much you can do in terms of LinkedIn messages. And emails, you can only send 50, 100 emails a month, even if you take a sales navigator. So there is a huge limitation. And with email outreach, people are the open rates, the click rates are going less and less because of the bombardment that is happening to people's inboxes, right? So the reach is difficult when it comes to LinkedIn message and email, but with ads, the reach is possible. And it is super fast. And they can create a scalable precision. That means you can be precise at the same time you can be scalable, right? You can show the ads to people working for 100 different companies and see which companies or which companies employees or decision makers are really interacting with your ads. So it's like a outreach on steroids in many ways. Okay, every click can align to real account intent. For example, if the account is already there in your deal pipeline, if they're already coming visiting your website, if they're already using your product, then we can integrate those behavioral information back into the audiences of these ads. For example, you can create a list, a dynamic list in HubSpot for all the people who are in your pipeline, correct? And then you can push it to LinkedIn ads, okay, as an audience. Totally doable. And then run ads to all those people or companies who are at the deal stage, and then show very specific ads. You can make a list of all the leads that has come up in last 1 year, but they have not converted. Make a list, create a dynamic list, push it to LinkedIn, ad account, make an audience there, and then run ads for those leads, right? So the possibilities are humongous. Even the product usage data, for example, there are 100,000 users in your product who are unpaid users. They're not paid. So you can run ads based on that particular data. You can push that and ask them, give them a discount coupon and ask them to upgrade to becoming a paid user, right? Stuff like those I'm talking about. So the possibilities are humongous. The use cases are tremendous, and we are working on these use cases every single day. I can keep on and on, but these are some very generic use cases which comes over and over again. So I'm just using those. Okay. Every click aligns with real account intent. That means every click that is happening with respect to these ads adds to the intent, right? For example, this person is a lead, went to the buyer stage, downloaded a case study, and also clicked my ad. So these ad interaction also adds account signals and intent, which can be later used to take further decisions, right? So with this bridge ad loop, you will become smarter and smarter. Your systems become smarter and smarter to take better decisions, right? And this is perfect for enterprise SaaS go-to-market engines, right? So if you are creating a GTM engine for your enterprise SaaS go-to-market, perfect. ABM ads are bridge ads are just perfect.